Hello, my name is Tommy. This is my project, How a Bill Becomes a Law. We're going to start with the Senate. The Senate must gain a recognition of the preceding officer to announce the introduction of a bill during the morning hour. If any senator objects, the introduction of the bill is postponed until the next day. Here are some key points to remember. The bill is signed a number. The bill is labeled with the sponsor's name. The bill is sent to the government printing and copies are made. Senate bills can be joint sponsored. Members can co-sponsor the place of legislation. Part B. The bill is referred to the appropriate committee by the Speaker of the House or the presiding officer in the Senate. Bills are placed on the calendar of the committee to which they have been assigned. Bills in the House can only be released from committee without proper committee vote by discharge. Petition signed by a majority of the House membership, which is 218 members. Committee steps. Step 1. Comments about the bill's merit are requested by a government agency. 2. Bill can be signed to a subcommittee by chairman. 3. Hearing may be held. 4. Subcommittees report their findings to full committee. 5. Finally, there is a vote by the full committee. The bill is ordered to be reported. 6. A committee will hold a markup session during which it will make revisions and additions. If, if amendments are made, the committee can order the introduction of a clean bill which will be include the proposed amendments. The new bill will have a new number and will be sent to the floor while the old bill is discarded. The chamber must approve, change, or reject all committee amendments before conducting a final passing vote. 7. After the bill is reported, the committee staff prepares a written report explaining why they favor the bill and why they wish to see their amendments, if any, adopted. Committee members who oppose the bill sometimes write an opinion in the report. The report is sent back to the whole chamber and is placed on the calendar. 8. In the House, most bills go to the Rules Committee before reaching the floor. The committee adopts rules that will be given the procedures under which the bill will be considered by the House. A closed rule sets strict time, limits the debate, and forbids the introduction of amendments. The Rules Committee can be bypassed in three ways. Members can move the rules to the suspended, which requires two-thirds vote. 2. A discharge petition can be filed. And 3. The House can use a calendar procedure. Okay, moving right along. Floor action. Legislation is placed on the calendar. The House. Bills are placed on one of four House calendars. They are usually placed on the calendar in which they are reported, yet they do not usually come to the floor in that order. The Speaker of the House and the Majority Leader decide what will reach the floor and when. The debate. House debate is limited by the rules formulated in the Rules Committee. The Committee of the Whole debates and amends the bill but cannot technically pass it. The debate is guided by the sponsoring committee. At times, it is divided equally between pro-opponents and opponents. The Senate debates is unlimited unless it is invoked. Members can speak as long as they want, and amendments need to be genuine. Riders are often offered. Entire bills can therefore be offered as amendments to other bills. Unless invoked, senators can use a filibuster to defeat a measure by talking it to death. Vote. The bill is voted on. If passed, it is then sent to the other chamber unless the chamber already has a similar measure under consideration. If neither chamber does not pass the bill, then it dies. If the House and the Senate passes the same bill, then it's sent to the President. If the House and Senate pass different bills, they are sent to the conference committee. Most major legislation goes to a conference committee. D. The conference committee. Members from each house from a conference committee meet and to work out the differences. The committee is usually made of, of senior members who are appointed by the preceding officers. of that committee that originally dealt with the bill. The representatives from each house work to maintain their version of the bill. And the conference committee reaches a compromise. It prepares a written conference report which is submitted to each chamber. The conference report must be approved by the House and the Senate. And the last part, the bill is sent to the president for review. A bill becomes a law if signed by the president or is not signed within 10 days and Congress is in session. If Congress adjourns before 10 days and the president has not signed the bill, it does not become law. 3. If the president vetoes the bill, it is sent back to Congress with a note listing his or her reasons. That chamber, then originator of the legislation, can attempt to override the veto by a vote of 2/3 of this president. If the veto of the bill is overridden in both chambers, then it becomes law. And F, the bill becomes a law. Once a bill is signed by the president or if his veto is overridden by these houses, it becomes a law and is signed an official number. That is the end of my project, How a Bill Becomes a Law. Thank you very much. This was Tommy McCoy's project on how a bill becomes a law. Thank you.